watching with no context.
Oh, we're going to watch all of them. Don't you worry about that. To be a gay man in North America in November 2023. What happened in that unfortunate incident?
I did. I mean, it was kind of... Yeah, it was shocking. I sort of have spoken to one journalist about it, but I went to Washington, D.C., which is also where this series is set. And Matt Bomer was awarded an award. He was presented with an award for his charity work, and I went to go and tee up and introduce him. And it was an amazing night, a big American gala. I felt completely activated and galvanised. Amazing people coming forward and telling their stories. And, in America, these charities and foundations are supported with such sort of, and as here, but it was the first time I could feel that energy.
Vim and vigour.
Totally. And I woke up the next morning super early, obviously because of jet lag, and I went for a walk and the sun was out and I was like, this is brilliant. And, Fellow Travellers hadn't come out and I just thought, God, this is so vital, actually. This is all brilliant and it's important and it's great. And I went into a coffee shop and I got a coffee and there was a guy behind me, an American guy, who, obviously had seen that I was wearing a Human Rights Campaign cap from the night before that I'd been given. And he just said, get out of my country, you queer. And he took my hat and he threw it across the room. And, it was really, obviously, incredibly distressing. He said, where I'm from, people like me kill people like you. And I asked him where that was from, and he said he's from Pennsylvania. But, the experience of that is not uncommon. And it's usually it's experienced, even in the West, as sort of microaggressions. But that was such an explicit act of terror. And it sort of obviously rippled through me, but also the people who are in the coffee shop.
Yeah.
It's not just about gay people who get hurt and wounded and told that they're worth nothing in those moments.
Yeah.
It's the people who are witnessing it as well. And it was so shocking that there was, it galvanised the people in the coffee shop. We stayed and we chatted for about 3 hours and we were sort of bonded by it. And I took their emails, and there was an amazing woman called Angela, who was a young student, and she stepped in between us and got her phone out, and she said, I'm recording this, and I do not stand by with what you're saying. You are welcome in this country. And it was such a simple but very brave and courageous act. And you realise that the other guy was there with his wife, and he was like, I just thought that was a candid TV. It's so terrifying when those things happen that the animal in you goes to what you've been cultured to think it might be, which is a hidden camera show or it's a social experiment. But it wasn't. It was real. And, I just thought, hang on, this man from Pennsylvania, that is someone's uncle, father, brother, teacher. If you have those people around you as a child, and you have that on the day-to-day being drip-fed, that belief system, knowing something about yourself, it's impossible to grow, it's impossible to live a happy life, and it's tragic. And that's in the West. And we are in the best, the most pinnacle. This is the safest place, in theory, in the world to be. And
the most open-minded, apparently.
Yeah, and then you think about the trans community, and you think about what they're experiencing. I'm a white gay man, which is the peak of the privilege of the LGBTQ plus family.
And you're gorgeous.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I have, makeup people to polish me, but